Here we go. Because Instagram did not want us to be great. We're back at it with another episode of Dope Chats with Stretch. I am your host, Stretch, your 6'6" phenomenon. Tonight, I am super excited to have my guest. She is an extraordinary young lady doing big things in this thing called culinary, or in this culinary world, I guess you want to call it that. Her name is Keiristin Wilbert. She is the creator and host of the Taste on TV show Bacon and Bellini, explores culture and cuisine. I am glad to have her on here with me tonight, so let's bring her to the stage. Again, welcome back, Miss Keiristin Wilbert. So, hello. We had an issue. We just taped or recorded the show, and for some odd reason, I don't know, Instagram said, nope, we're not going to let you save it. And so I thank you for taking your time out to join me yet again. So this is two times, you're a two-time guest on Dope Chat.
That's right, I'm a two-time guest. And I consider this part two.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a spiritual person, but you can never walk in the same river twice. So
how about that?
So the first one was just for the people who tuned in. So maybe it was something special just for them.
Yeah.
So then this is for the others who couldn't tune in. So there's something special for both sides.
There it is. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So tell us all about Bacon and Bellini. How did you come up with the concept of Bacon and Bellini?
So hello everybody, my name's Keiristin. Bacon and Bellini, well, those are two things that I loved at the time. I feel like I would always love bacon and I always love Bellinis. And of course the name works really well together, so I like that. I started on Yelp, just writing Yelp reviews, and then I wanted to create a space to contain all of my own reviews in one spot. I got nominated to be a Yelp Elite, and then I was like, oh, I must be big time.
Yeah.
So that was like my first confirmation that, you know, food is something I should do. So I've been a Yelp Elite for 6 years now. So that's been fun.
So with you being a food writer, and, you know, starting your own entity, do you still do reviews for Yelp, or?
I do, you know, believe it or not, I do. And so, like, since I've been filming, like, I've checked in on Yelp at some of the places I film. And when I think about it, I do write reviews. I need to get better at writing more reviews for them now because I'm doing so much for myself. But yeah, I'm still on Yelp.
Yeah. Well, you know, make sure you, unless you turn those things, you monetize those reviews, you know, keep doing your thing for you.
That's true.
You know, keep doing things for you. And like I mentioned in the previous taping, I also write reviews for Yelp, and I wrote a very good one from a strip club that I went to some years ago that wasn't all that great, and I had to, you know, put them on blast. But anyway, that's a story for another time. But talk to us about the show. Talk to us about your show. Where does it air, and how can people get down with it, and what can they expect when they do check out your show?
So it airs on a brand new network that features all content creators of color. It's called Taste on TV. It launched Labor Day, so it's brand new. And Taste on TV, you can find it at tasteontv.com. There's an app, or you can watch it on Roku. My show, Bacon and Bellini, explores cultures and cuisine. It comes on Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. And then it re-airs Friday night, Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. And this is all Eastern time.
Okay.
So,
and you focused on a lot of restaurants in the DMV area, correct?
Yes. Right now you'll see lots of restaurants and cafes, food trucks, and bakeries in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
Okay.
And I like to highlight excellence in food. So that's why I say I highlight excellence in food and bring it to your screen.
Okay, dope. So what was your first, I guess, introduction to food? Who introduced you to the fine cuisines and the arts of cooking?
You're talented in this. I would say my grandmother.
Okay.
I learned to cook from my grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother and my grandfather. So I just learned to cook from her. I didn't say this last time. I experimented with food even from being a child. I remember I would have family members come over, and because I'm at my grandmother's house, like everybody always comes over. So I always had endless supply of people to try my food.
Okay.
So I would create different types of pancakes. Like every Saturday, it would be a different flavor of pancakes. And then I remember my first one was like chocolate chip pancakes. And they said, oh no, what is happening here? Then I would always make up different types of pizzas. Mm-hmm. So I still make homemade pizzas today. So that's something good. But then I learned to bake from my mom because I feel like my mom's a master baker.
Okay.
And she can bake any type of pound cake. I mean, you can wake up at 3 a.m. and say, bake a cake, and she can just do it. It's, wow. You know, it's just. So yes, I learned to bake from my mom. I love baking. I love to experiment in baking as well.
Okay. And what is your favorite thing to bake?
Favorite thing to bake? Red velvet cake. And pound cakes. I think we're just good at pound cakes. But I could always eat a pound cake. But red velvet's my favorite. And okay. I like chocolate cake. Okay. But I like chocolate everything. So chocolate's always going to be on my list.
Bet. So being with you, having, you know, your TV show and being a food writer and things of that nature, where are some of the places that you have always wanted to go to enjoy the cuisine of said place?
Whew. Everywhere. That's the point. The eventual goal is to travel the world and taste the cuisine of every culture. I feel like each culture goes. This is what I believe about food. I believe that food contains our history for every culture. Like food and music, they are like in a category of themselves. Like you can taste something and immediately remember something that you hadn't thought about in 20 years. Right. Same thing like a song. You can hear a song and you think about, oh, I remember junior high. Like food does the same thing. And so much of our history is contained in food. That's why I think food is a sort of oral history that doesn't get its respect. So I feel like you should, when you respect a person's culture, is when you respect their food.
What are some of your fondest memories that food has bestowed upon you?
My fondest memories with food? Family reunions. Probably that's family reunion cookouts, I think, or family Thanksgivings or holiday food. Because even now, you know, when I smell a ham or something, even though I haven't eaten ham in a while, right. You know, it's just what I'm saying. Like even if your diet has changed, you can smell food and instantly remember things. So I would just say, a lot of family events, you know.
That's what's
you
up.
Smell, like if you smell like barbecue or, you know, I instantly think about family reunions. You know, I instantly think about these things. So it's really neat. I think food is amazing in that it does that. And then it creates a good experience. So.
Yeah, food, I always try to say when you marry like food and music, they're like two things that go together like a hand and a glove because they're like synonymous with one another. You know what I mean? Because like you said, a certain song will take you to a place, give you a good memory, and so will food. And sometimes those memories are the same thing. You could, you know, be listening to a good song and be like, oh man, I remember when I was hanging with the fam, or I was hanging with the fellas or friends,
absolutely,
doing something, and we were eating. Yeah, that's dope. So you're with your venture into, you know, highlighting the Black or highlighting, you know, particular restaurants or cafes within the Black community. How important is it to you to bring these things to the forefront to help educate the Black community on certain places or restaurants rather to go to?
I think it's of utmost importance because I think a lot of times people can get in these routines, and a lot of times people like they do things on autopilot. Like, have you ever been driving in a car and you get to your destination but you don't remember driving there? Right. So, but I think people do that with food. Like they just get used to, oh, it's Friday night, I'll order a pizza from Domino's, and then that's just it. Where there are, you know, there's Black-owned restaurants that make pizza in the DMV area. You know, right. You can go there. But it's just, people are on autopilot. So I'm just here to snap you out of it. Like, look, there are other places to go. And that's what I did with my second episode with More Than Java Cafe, to tell people, yeah, Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts is great, but did you know there's local cafes, there's local coffee shops you can go to, and they will make sure your food is perfect. Right. Because they're happy to have you. They're happy to see you. They have fresh pressed juices. They have cold pressed juices. They have sea moss. Like, they have all of these things that Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts don't have. They have vegan they have vegan muffins. They have
Oh yeah.
vegan sweet potato pie. Like,
Mm.
you know, like there's things you can get at your local mom and pop shops that you just can't get at the chains. And just to let people know that these people are here and that their food is good.
Absolutely, absolutely, and you know, I'm sure that they thank you for enlightening the consumers to come and try out their delicacies. So let's talk about some of the other things that you got popping outside of, you know, the TV show. I know that you are now about to launch a magazine. Give us the name of the magazine and what people can expect in the magazine.
I'll tell you this. So the name of the magazine is Columbia Lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll stay on brand for you since you're on the radio. This was the December issue of the magazine. I don't know if you can see that. And it's Rough Ends.
Yeah, Rough Ends from Baltimore. That's my boys.
Right, because it's a local magazine. So they're celebrating their 20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the December issue.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like their music. You know, they went viral last year for the song No More.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic. So that was cool. They were excited about that.
That's dope. That's dope. And how can people get down with the magazine? Where can they find it?
Oh, the magazine, citylifestyle.com/ColumbiaMD.
Okay. Bet. And I know that you also have another venture that you're doing called Cast Iron Skillet. Let's talk about it.
Right. So Cast Iron Skillet is a business I started with my cousin because I love all things food and she loves all things business. We figured it was a perfect thing to do. It's for any Black-owned food creators or any food creators. Mm-hmm. Sauces, seasonings, juices, teas, cereal, popcorn, you know, everything. We're a one-stop shop, and we aim to be the one-stop destination for all your Black-owned food products. It started because a lot of these manufacturers or producers, they can't get in the local grocery stores, and so they've been selling at farmers markets. But of course, during the pandemic, mm-hmm. no more farmers markets. So we wanted to create a platform, a place for them to be able to sell their wares.
Okay.
So right now we're accepting sellers. The website's going to launch in a few months.
That's dope. That is dope. So for all the folks out there who are watching this, make sure you reach out to Keiristin, because I know you have some dope products that you would love to have featured on Cast Iron Skillet. So
it's Shop Cast Iron Skillet on Instagram and the website.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, hit that Instagram one more time.
Oh, Shop Cast Iron Skillet.
All right, bet. Yeah, I'm always looking for like dope things to, like, you know, because I always want to support, you know, Black-owned businesses, and, you know, from whether it be candles to, you know, other fragrances to food, mm-hmm. to whatever. I mean, like you said, there's a laundry list of folks out there who are producing these products, but they just don't have the platform to get it out there to the masses. But I applaud you and your cousin for doing this, because that's dope, because now you're giving, you know, that entrepreneur an opportunity to get their product out there. Have you tasted any of these products that you're going to be
of course
showcasing?
That's where the idea even came from. I have lots of friends who have lots of products. If you know, like, one of my friends is Althea, and she makes a jerk sauce, and she has an awesome story. So you guys look her up. Althea's Almost Famous. Her jerk seasoning is awesome, and her juices are great too. She does juices too. I've tasted a lot. I've tasted some popcorn from a lot. I've tasted lots. Barbecue sauces. Yeah, tasted a lot.
Tamala Baldwin says you look beautiful tonight, and then she says,
she
says I look good too.
Oh my gosh, you guys should check Tamala out. She does a Bubbly Brown Sugar series. It's like a whole show about true love and finding. Oh, it's great.
Oh,
hey, Tamala.
That's dope. That is dope. So, over the years, again, I know that you have tasted and been so many places. What is the most memorable dish that you've had thus far?
Ooh, the most memorable. Did we talk about the most memorable dish that I've had? It's probably my oysters, because I just love them so much. But let's see, the most memorable. That's an interesting one. I want to say something exotic. I'm trying to. It always goes back to the oysters, though. I think.
Well, oysters, I guess, could be
Memorable.
considered exotic.
No, no, no. I'm just saying they're memorable because I love them so much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about the char grilled oysters, everybody.
Yeah.
New Orleans style.
New Orleans, that's where it's at. What's going on, Troy?
Here's a most memorable. The very first time I tasted a fried lobster tail, I thought that was a very interesting. A fried lobster tail, and then a fried blue crab sandwich. Because it took a while for me to wrap my head around you could eat the blue crab without taking it out of its shell.
Yeah.
That was probably the most memorable experience. I mean, I don't know. I guess those are simple, but
it might be simple. It might be simple, but it's memorable to you because
it was memorable because I remember with that blue crab sandwich, it took me a while to bite it. I was like, wait a minute, are you sure? Are you sure?
The soft shell crab. You're gonna be all right.
I know, but I wasn't thinking back then. I had limited crab experience, I guess.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
It was a while ago. It's in my life, so not recently. So yeah.
So if you could, book a trip tonight and fly to any place and just go on an excursion of eating and drinking good wine and checking out the scenery and all that good stuff like that, where would you go?
So now it's changed now. See, you got it. My taste changed. Now I want to go to Dubai.
Dubai, okay.
Yes.
Dubai is dope. I went there 2 years ago. I had a dope time. Food is great. Food is great. Yeah, that's awesome.
They have really good, and then they have a lot of good vegetarian options as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is dope. So outside of being a food writer, being a host, traveling, eating everything, what else do you like to do outside of just for your norm day to day, to bring you
I like to hike.
Mm-hmm.
I like to discover new places. I like to rollerblade. Oh, this is something I didn't say before. I make masks.
Oh, like COVID masks?
Yeah, just something I learned to do just during the pandemic.
That's what's up. Do you make them for purchase, or you just make them and just hand them out?
For myself? I'm a creative person, so I love to create. I create a lot.
Oh, that's what's up.
I create everything. I created my own holiday tree. I create everything. So I love to do that. I love music, plays, musicals, concerts. All of that.
Tamala said that y'all two need to hang out.
We do need to hang. I wanted to go on his radio show, Tamala, but I said he doesn't do interviews on his radio show. So.
No, she's not talking about you and me. She's talking about you. You and her need to hang.
Oh, we do. We talked about it. We need to hang out. We're gonna hang out, Tamala.
Yeah.
Tamala's fun, and she's got lots of cool projects. I like other creative people. I feel like we're all like a soul family or something.
Yeah. Now, look, I didn't say I didn't want you on the show. I can get you on the show. I'm gonna find a way to get you on there. But I thought this is much better than being on the radio per se, because we're able to connect with people and all that good stuff like that. My sister's tripping. She's wilding right now. So talk to me or talk to us about, I know you're from the South, and so.
Yes, Mississippi. I'm grits, girls raised in the South, if you ever hear that.
Thank you for the acronym. I thank you for the acronym. What is it that you think is different as far as soul food is concerned from the South to the North?
That is a loaded question. Everything. We'll start with catfish, because I am from Mississippi, and there's nothing like Mississippi farm raised catfish. It's just the best in the world. So
that's dope.
So I have a very high bar for catfish. It has to be good. I have found a few places here that fries good catfish, so you guys are okay. But yeah, I would say that. I don't know, the time. a lot of people here ask about recipes and how to make things, but in the South, there are no recipes. Like, I don't remember. I mean, I could count probably on my hand the number of times I saw my grandmother use recipes or my mom use recipes. They just add things, you know. And then my aunts, you know, they cook food. They just, and you just learn how to cook it that way. Like stuff like chicken and dumplings, or you know, like collard greens, like things like that. There's no recipe. They just cook it.
Yeah,
it's made with love.
You know, like one of my favorite dishes when I was before I went plant-based, when I was still eating meat, and as a kid, my mom made the best chicken and dumplings. And like I would ask her, Mom, make these chicken and dumplings. She used to hate making them because she said it take too much time. But I love chicken and dumplings. And, and when you talk about food and you talk about like fond memories, those are like, it's certain dishes that will always take you back to a good place and a good time that you can just reminisce. Yeah.
And something else I want to say about our food, like I know, you know, it's the easiest time right now to be vegan, to be vegetarian, but something we should remember, especially about soul food, most of soul food is vegetarian. Like it's people didn't eat meat every day. Like people didn't eat meat all the time. Like you got to think back 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. You didn't eat meat every day. Like they would eat meat when they, you know, slaughtered the hog and then broke it up amongst the community. But you would just eat meat, you know, while you had that time. They didn't have refrigeration and all these things. So plant-based diets were the norm, fruits and vegetables. And think about the biggest feast like Thanksgiving. There's one meat, it's the turkey, and that's it. Everything else is sides. So it's not easy. It's not hard to eat plant-based. So I just want to say that. And soul food is healthy. Don't let anybody tell you that soul food isn't healthy. There's a lot of people on my page that I follow who have lots of great information about soul food and how it's healthy. And don't feel like to change your diet you have to stop eating the foods that you love. You can still eat collard greens. You can still eat yams. You can still eat, and we have a myriad of beans, rice dishes. Like we have so much food, like carrots. And then, of course, fruit. We haven't even gotten to the fruit. I know how to make an apple pie with no sugar, no butter, like nothing, but it is delicious. So,
hold on, sister. Hold on. That's my foray right there.
Oh, apple pie?
Oh, hell yeah. I make the best, no sugar added, vegan apple pie. So I challenge you right now to a bake-off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Apple pie.
I don't use sugar either. Like, yeah, it's so cool.
I use no sugar. I challenge you.
Okay. Should I accept the challenge? Okay, I'll accept the challenge.
All right, we'll make that happen. We will make that happen for sure. So, tell me, because now you said that you learned from cooking from your grandma and from your mom. How are your skills? How are your skills in the kitchen?
Great. I can cook anything I want to eat.
Okay.
They cook anything anybody wants to eat. How about that?
All right, bet. So that I asked you this question on the last one, and I'm gonna bring it back to you this time around. So if a man was looking to win you over with his culinary skills, what dish does he have to make in order for you to be like, oh, okay?
Okay, so I've added to my answer because, like I said, you can't walk in the same river twice. But I will stick to my charred grilled oysters because they're still my favorite. I would say I want to add grits because there's an art to grits. And I still stick to my vegan cheese dish because I have not found a vegan cheese that I like. So I've almost. I don't want to say I've given up, but I just haven't yet found a vegan cheese that I like. So if he can make a vegan cheese dish that tastes good, I'm here for it.
Okay. All right. Vegan charcuterie. Okay, now.
And then, a vegan charcuterie, and then a dish with like baked cheese on it. So like a lasagna or like a macaroni and cheese or like something like that.
Okay. Bet. That's dope. That is dope. All right, so we're about to wrap this thing up. But again, before I go, I always like to bring 3 games to the forefront. And they're pretty dope. So we got Black Card Revoke, we got hip hop trivia, and we have cup.
So now I can say I played all three. But I feel like my black card won't ever get revoked, so it doesn't matter. You can pick. It's whatever. I win every game I play. So
okay, well we're going black card revoked then.
Okay.
We're going black card revoked. Okay. Here we go.
Ooh, black card.
Which member of Migos did not have a verse on their song Bad and Bougie?
No idea.
Come on.
I have no idea. I know the Migos had a song called Tasty. Stir Fry.
Yeah.
They have a song called Stir Fry that was played on Tasty Channel. Okay, that's what I know about the Migos.
All right, well.
And they're from Georgia. Do I get credit for that?
No. You got to answer the Is it A, Offset, B, Takeoff, C, Uzi Vert, or D, Quavo?
Oh, okay. I actually do know this. I don't know. Uzi Vert.
No, Uzi Vert not even part of the Migos.
Well, then he's not on the song.
No, he's on the song.
Oh.
He's on the song. It's Takeoff.
Okay, you can ask me about like A Tribe Called Quest or.
No, I can't, because you got that wrong too. So the answer is Takeoff. Your black card your black card has been semi-revoked.
No, I need a new game. A new card.
Oh, no, here's a good one. This one you should know.
So I need to go to more concerts or something.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
Here we go. Which state was home of America's Black Wall Street until 1921?
Oh, okay. So that is Oklahoma.
There you go. All right.
And I would like to add for Black Wall Street, a lot of the residents of Black Wall Street, they're indigenous to America. That's something we don't talk about. Yes, they're black people, but they're also indigenous to America. And a lot of black people are indigenous to America. And that's something that we don't talk about, but we need to address and acknowledge.
Dropping facts on Black History Month. I hear you going, sister.
Yep.
I hear you. Oh, no, that's dope. And that's facts right there. Thanks for dropping that knowledge for folks out there. Yeah. All right. One last question before we get out of here. All right.
Okay.
This is a good one. This is good. Chris Rock.
Yes.
Played a gangster rapper.
Okay.
MC Gusto in what 1993 movie? I'm gonna give you the options. Wait a minute. I'll give you the choices. Is it A, CB4? Is it B, Fear of a Black Hat? Is it D? Is it C, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? Or D, New Jack City?
New Jack City.
No, CB4. New Jack City. He played Pookie. He was a crack addict. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on. And this was a hip hop question. This wasn't even black.
I never said. Okay. So in pause. Can we pause? Well, we can't pause. But
Ain't
see,
no
my hair is.
This
Okay.
is me taking your black card.
And guess what? I still look like I was kissed by the sun. So anyway,
Lord, there we go.
So to all of the people who are watching, although I am slightly embarrassed that I did not get these Chris Rock questions, I will say that my music of choice is neo soul, and I do, as I talked about habits before, I do myself get into habits of listening to neo soul a lot, at least 50% that I listen to music. So I say all that to say that's right. I didn't get the answers right.
Well, that's a perfect way to end this. Well,
okay.
That's a perfect way to...
I don't know.
So, hey, man, thank you so much, Keiristin, for taking time out to join me tonight on this episode of Dope Chats. With that being said, I would love to give you the floor right now to let everyone know where they can follow you, how they can be down with all the ventures that you have going on, and most importantly, where they can find your TV show and how they can watch. So the floor is yours.
Okay, well, this is great. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Bacon and Bellini. I also have my website, baconandbellini.com. For my TV show, it's Bacon and Bellini Explores Culture and Cuisine. It comes on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. and then replays Friday and Saturday at 11:30. Taste on TV. You can go to the website, download the app, or watch on Roku.
Man, thank you. Thank you so much. I thought you was just excited to be on with me tonight, but I have a feeling that you're just more excited because you saw the Trey Songz video.
I have not seen the Trey Songz video, so I did not see the Trey Songz video. I did see the new Alexa commercial, the Amazon,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It should be like a Super Bowl commercial. I think that was a pretty cool commercial.
Yeah, that was pretty cool with Michael B. Jordan. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
But you know what I'm talking about with the Trey Songz video, right?
I do not. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, when you get off of here,
I've been busy. Like, this has been a busy week. I filmed today. Like, I've been doing a lot today.
Okay. When you get off of here, I just want you to just go onto the interwebs and see what Black Twitter and everyone's talking about regarding Trey Songz. Yeah.
I have not visited Black Twitter today, so I am behind clearly.
It'll make your eyes go one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Oh man. Well, thank you again. You have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to follow my girl Keiristin at Bacon and Bellini on IG. Show her some love. And of course, if you want to reach out to her, you already know. She already told you what to do. And get down with the get down. And we'll do this again next Wednesday at 9 o'clock for another episode of Dope Chats. Thank you all. Enjoy.
Have a great week, everybody.